What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Call 713 Music. And the topic of this subject today is Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Does Mayweather deserve a 60-40 split? Well, first off, I'm going to start off, basically, can Mayweather sell 1 million pay-per-view buys with anybody he fights? What do you think? 24/7, talking shit. I think he can. So if you have to look at it, 1.4, I think he could fight a Paul Williams and probably make about $40 to $45 million, or possibly Berto, or possibly Martinez. I think he could make $40 million every fight, regardless of whoever he fights. And think about it with Manny Pacquiao. What if the fight only do 2 million pay-per-view buys? Because honestly, you have to take in consideration, you had Miguel Cotto and you had Manny Pacquiao. Okay, and you had Joshua Clottey and you had Manny Pacquiao. So the question would be, how many of these people would contribute towards how many of these 700,000 buys that Manny Pacquiao got for the Clottey fight, how many of those pay-per-view buys would be towards the Mayweather versus Pacquiao? So would you say, okay, Mayweather sold 1.5 with Shane Mosley plus 700,000, that's 2.1. That's still not a lot of pay-per-view buys when you actually think about it, especially if the fight is being split 50-50. A fight, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, they might make $40 million a piece because it's a 50-50 split. I mean, Pacquiao's promotion company will get, probably $40 million, and Mayweather will get his $40 million. I really don't see him making a ton of money with Manny Pacquiao. I think he makes more money by fighting a no-name like Andre Berto, Paul Williams, Martinez. I think Amir Khan. I mean, it's a lot of fighters that he could fight that he could make at least $40 million. If you think about it, Shane Mosley really wasn't a pay-per-view attraction. The only fight I can recall that he did on pay-per-view was against Miguel Cotto, which didn't even do, 500,000 buys. And just like in the Cotto Pacquiao fight, a lot of people said, I hear a lot of people talking saying that Mosley was a big name like Miguel Cotto. I'm sorry, he wasn't. Miguel Cotto sold out Madison Square Garden, not Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley is from Los Angeles. Miguel Cotto, the Puerto Rican home is Madison Square Garden. Just like in a Pacquiao fight, they had 300,000 pay-per-view buys, if not more, strictly from Puerto Rico. So if you do the calculations, you had 1.25 in pay-per-view buys, and 300,000 of those came from Puerto Rico. So you have to put it in consideration. I think Miguel Cotto is just as a bigger draw than Manny Pacquiao. Not to offend any of the Manny Pacquiao fans. Manny Pacquiao, he sells the tickets. The people who usually buy the pay-per-view buys, they be at the fight. They want to see him in person live. That's the thing. Manny Pacquiao could sell out the arena. A Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao fight, well, I can't say that either, because if Mayweather versus Mosley tickets would have sold $50 a piece, he would have sold out Dallas Cowboy Stadium. It's a big difference between paying $1,000 a ticket to $10,000 a ticket than paying $500 for your most expensive ticket. See, in a fight with Mayweather, I think he could fight anybody and do at least 1 million pay-per-view buys. He has ride-or-die hardcore fans. I mean, people hate to love him. They want to see him lose. They want to see boxing. So, does he deserve a 60-40 split? Think about it. You answer that. In the original agreement, I felt like it should have been 50-50. Even in this agreement, I feel like to make the fight happen, they should have it 50-50. But honestly, when you take everything in consideration and you say, okay, 1.4 with Mosley, Miguel Cotto, Mosley De La Hoya, Mayweather. You know, when you compare De La Hoya Mosley to Mayweather De La Hoya, it's a 2 million pay-per-view by difference. So the fact of the matter is I see it really doesn't make a difference who Mayweather fights. Everybody wants to see Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I just don't see it happening unless Manny Pacquiao has to agree to the Olympic-style blood testing and at least a 45-55 split, 60-40. Regardless, Manny Pacquiao still going to get 35-40 million. We all know that Mayweather will sell the pay-per-view. He's going to talk shit. And it kind of scares me because I like the Filipino fans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a ride or die Mayweather fan, but it's starting to be too much racism, man, and it scares me because I don't want to be at a fight and, you know, I'm sitting next to a Filipino and we get into it and we get to quarreling or get to fighting over two fighters that we probably won't never get the privilege to meet in our lifetime. It's too much racism over these guys, you know. I mean, a lot of the African Americans and I mean Hispanics, many different races are Floyd Mayweather fans. I'm a Manny Pacquiao fan, and I mean, if y'all can see the video, I'm African American. I mean, but I'm a ride or die Mayweather fan. I've been watching boxing since I was like 7. I recall back since I was little, you know. Like, I'm like, I don't want to go over such and such house on Saturday night because Ali fighting, or because Leonard is fighting, because Pernell Whitaker is fighting. I was mad since little. I mean, I was the hugest Shane Mosley fan. I was the hugest Whitaker fan. Oh man, I thought Whitaker was unbeatable until he fought De La Hoya. And I mean, Trinidad, I mean, I cried when I felt that they screwed De La Hoya by him beating Trinidad. And I was actually going for Mosley against De La Hoya. You know, I've been watching Floyd Mayweather since 98, you know, since the first fight. I really watched him fight. You know, I think the first fight was, I think it was Hernandez. I think the first major fight I seen him fight was against Hernandez, and he dominated, you know. And then Manfredo, well, I never forget, man. Oh man, I was hyped for the Manfredo fight, and he just destroyed him in 2 rounds. That was the shit, you know. And then Corrales and Arturo Gatti. I watched all these fights, man. I mean, I've been, like I say, since '98. But to end this discussion, I look at it like this. Manny Pacquiao really doesn't have a choice. It's really nobody else out there to fight besides Margarito. That's going to be all because I'm running short on time. It's going to be a part 2 to this coming soon.